So today, I'd make myself a simple white cotton underwear set, entirely by hand. A lightweight cotton camisole, matching shorts, and delicate crochet lace. I also decided to crochet every piece of that lace myself. So, before any sewing could begin, I first needed fabric, a pattern, and rather an unreasonable amount of patience. The pattern is intentionally uncomplicated. I wanted something soft, comfortable, and easy to wear during warm summer evenings, which naturally does not mean the construction itself was quick. The construction begins with the camisole. The front panel is made from 3 separate pieces of cotton. I joined them together using a backstitch. Then finish the seam. Before moving on, I added a series of pin tucks across the front bodice. They're a small detail, but I think they give the garment a lovely bit of texture. Next, I finished the side edges of both the front and back panels with French seams before sewing them together. French seams to keep the inside just as neat as the outside. With the body complete, I attached the shoulder straps, and at last, the camisole itself was assembled. Now came my favorite part, the lace. Rather than using store-bought trim, I crocheted every strip of lace by hand before beginning this project. Here are a few moments from that process. If you'd like to learn how to crochet this pattern yourself, I've made a separate tutorial, and we'll leave a link in the description below. With the lace carefully stitched around the neckline, armholes, and hem, the camisole was finally complete. Tiny stitches, repeated hundreds of times, until a simple cotton garment slowly began to feel far more personal. Every seam is sewn entirely by hand. No sewing machine. Just needle, thread, and many, many hours. Attaching the lace turned out to be one of the slowest parts of the project. Every curve around the neckline, every armhole, every hem required careful hand stitching. Progress became almost impossible to notice, until suddenly it was finished. Now it's time for the matching shorts. The shorts are cut from just 2 pieces of fabric, one for the left side and one for the right. Each piece includes both the front and back halves of the garment, so the main seams run vertically along the sides of the body. I first joined the 2 pieces together with a backstitch. Then, as always, enclose the raw edges with French seams. The crotch seam was sewn the same way, separating the garment into 2 legs. Next, I folded and stitched the waistband to create a casing for the elastic, leaving a small opening of about 2 centimeters so I could thread it through later. The final step, once again, was attaching the hand-crocheted lace around the hems. And with that, after many hours of sewing and crocheting, the little cotton set was finally finished. A final press with the iron, a few loose threads tucked away, and after many evenings of sewing, the set was finally complete. It's wonderfully light, soft against the skin, comfortable enough to sleep in, yet beautiful enough that I almost don't want to hide it beneath anything else. Projects like this always remind me that handmade clothing isn't really about saving money, or even saving time. It's about slowing down enough to appreciate how clothing used to be made, one stitch at a time. And somehow I think that's what makes it special.